Did you know that what you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up could determine whether you live to 85 or 105? Shocking, but true. Leading longevity researchers have discovered that people over 65 who incorporate a specific 5-minute routine into their mornings are living up to 2 decades longer than those who don't. And it's not just about living longer. It's about having more energy, sharper thinking, and better health during those extra years. Today, I'm going to reveal this exact morning protocol that top medical experts believe could add up to 20 vibrant, healthy years to your life, something that 99% of seniors are completely missing. Let me tell you about Harold, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Ohio. 2 years ago, Harold was struggling with declining health. His energy was plummeting, his joints ached constantly, and his doctor had given him concerning news about his heart health. Harold worried he wouldn't live to see his grandchildren grow up. Then his neighbor, a retired physician, shared a simple 5-minute morning routine with him. Though skeptical, Harold decided to try it. What did he have to lose? Within weeks, he noticed remarkable improvements. 6 months later, his doctor was stunned by his test results. Now, at 70, Harold's biological markers resemble those of a healthy 55-year-old. "I feel like I've been given a second chance at life," he says, "and all it took was changing how I start my mornings." What exactly is this life-changing morning routine? Let's break it down into the 5 essential elements you need to implement starting tomorrow morning. Element 1. The Morning Hydration Protocol. Did you know that the first liquid you consume after waking could determine whether your body fights disease or surrenders to it? The Morning Hydration Protocol isn't just about drinking water. It's about consuming the right liquid at the right temperature at the right time. Leading researchers at the Harvard Longevity Institute have discovered that after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a state of critical dehydration. Dr. Benjamin Walker, director of geriatric medicine at Cleveland Clinic, explains, "Overnight, seniors lose nearly a pint of water through respiration and perspiration. This creates a dangerous state where blood becomes thicker, increasing the risk of clots and placing extraordinary stress on the heart, especially in the morning hours when stroke and heart attack risk peaks." Consider what happened to Shirley, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Minneapolis. For years, she started her day with coffee, unaware that this habit was literally thickening her blood to dangerous levels each morning. After experiencing alarming dizziness and heart palpitations, her cardiologist discovered her morning dehydration was forcing her heart to work 31% harder than normal. When Shirley switched to the proper morning hydration protocol, her cardiovascular markers improved dramatically within just 17 days. 6 months later, her doctor told her she had reversed several risk factors that had been progressing for years. Here's exactly what you need to do tomorrow morning. Before your feet touch the floor, before you even sit up fully, reach for 16 ounces of room temperature water with a quarter lemon squeezed into it. The water must be room temperature. Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict, while room temperature water helps dilate them, improving circulation instantly. The lemon adds crucial electrolytes and vitamin C, which promotes arterial flexibility. Drink it within the first minute of waking, before anything else passes your lips, especially coffee or tea. Don't wait another day to implement this. Your heart literally depends on it. Are you willing to make this simple change that could potentially add years to your life? Element 2. The 60-second circulation reset. Within just 60 seconds of getting out of bed, would you believe there's a simple movement sequence that could cut your stroke risk by nearly half? It's true. What you do in that first minute after standing can dramatically impact your blood flow for the entire day. Cardiovascular researchers at Johns Hopkins University discovered that blood pools dangerously in the lower extremities during sleep, without proper redistribution upon waking. This creates the perfect conditions for clots and reduced brain oxygen. Dr. Eleanor Thomas, leading researcher in geriatric circulation, explains, "Our studies show that seniors who perform strategic movement patterns immediately upon rising experience up to 43% better cerebral blood flow throughout the day. This single habit has shown more impact on reducing morning stroke risk than many medications." Take Wesley, a 75-year-old former accountant from Portland. He woke up one morning with slightly slurred speech and numbness in his left arm, classic warning signs of a stroke. Fortunately, his symptoms resolved, but his neurologist discovered dangerous morning blood flow patterns. The doctor taught Wesley this exact 60-second circulation reset. 3 months later, ultrasound imaging showed remarkable improvement in his carotid arteries and brain circulation. Wesley believes this simple morning ritual saved him from a devastating stroke. Here's the exact sequence to perform immediately after standing up from bed. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and gently raise your arms above your head while taking a deep breath. Lower them slowly while exhaling. Next, rotate your shoulders backward 5 times, then forward 5 times. Finally, do 10 gentle heel raises, rising onto your toes and lowering back down. The entire sequence takes just 60 seconds, but dramatically improves blood flow to your brain and vital organs when they're most vulnerable. Don't skip this crucial step. Your brain depends on proper oxygen to function and survive. Can you commit to adding these simple movements to your morning starting tomorrow? Your future self may thank you with years of added mental clarity and stroke prevention. Element 3. The protein timing method. What if I told you that what you eat within the first hour of waking has more impact on your muscle preservation and longevity than everything else you eat all day combined? This isn't an exaggeration. It's science that's changing how experts view aging. Groundbreaking research from the National Institute on Aging has revealed that protein consumption timing is critical for seniors. Here's the provided text, punctuated and organized into short paragraphs without changing or adding any words. Dr. Rebecca Fleming, nutrition gerontologist, explains. After age 65, the body experiences accelerated muscle loss between 3 to 8 a.m., exactly when most seniors are consuming little to no protein. Our research shows that those who consume at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking experience 64% less muscle deterioration over a 5-year period compared to those who delay protein intake. Consider the transformation of Thomas, a 70-year-old retired postal worker from San Diego. Despite staying active, Thomas had been losing muscle mass at an alarming rate, making everyday activities increasingly difficult. His doctor measured his lean muscle mass and found it dangerously low. When Thomas implemented the morning protein timing method, the results were remarkable. Within just 90 days, he had gained back critical muscle tissue. His balance improved significantly, and his energy level soared. "I feel stronger now than I did 5 years ago," Thomas reports. Here's exactly what you need to do. Within 30 minutes of waking, after your hydration protocol, consume 25 to 30 grams of easily digestible protein. The best sources are a high-quality whey protein shake, 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg, or 4 ounces of Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of protein powder. For vegetarians, 1 cup of cottage cheese or a plant-based protein shake with pea and rice protein will work. The key is consistency. This must be done within that critical 30-minute window every single morning. Don't underestimate how crucial this timing is. Muscle loss is not just about appearance. It's directly linked to fall risk, metabolic health, and longevity. Will you commit to protecting your muscles with this simple morning protein routine? Element 4. The 90-second mobility sequence. Did you know that your joints and muscles are up to 70% more vulnerable to injury in the first 30 minutes after waking? This critical window of stiffness leads many seniors down a path of chronic pain, reduced mobility, and dependency. But it doesn't have to be your story. Orthopedic specialists at the Mayo Clinic have identified that synovial fluid, the lubricant for your joints, thickens overnight, creating dangerous friction with your first movements of the day. Dr. Jonathan Becker, leading rheumatologist, warns, morning joint stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it's potentially damaging. Our research shows that seniors who perform targeted mobility exercises immediately after waking experience 58% less joint deterioration over time and report 71% less chronic pain. Take Donna, an 82-year-old grandmother from Tampa. For years, she struggled with increasing joint pain that made everyday activities nearly impossible. Mornings were especially difficult, Her stiffness was so severe she could barely dress herself. Her orthopedist introduced her to this 90-second mobility sequence. Within weeks, her morning pain decreased dramatically. 6 months later, she was moving with ease and even playing with her grandchildren again, something she thought would never be possible. This simple routine gave me back my independence. Donna shares. Here's the exact 90-second sequence to perform after your circulation reset. Sitting on the edge of your bed, rotate your ankles 10 times in each direction. Next, make gentle circular motions with each knee 10 times. Stand, holding onto something stable if needed, and do 5 gentle side bends in each direction. Rotate your torso slightly 5 times each way. Finally, roll your shoulders backward 10 times. These movements distribute synovial fluid throughout your joints, providing crucial lubrication when you're most vulnerable. Don't let joint stiffness slowly rob you of your independence. Would you rather spend 90 seconds on prevention each morning or hours in doctor's offices later? Make this simple sequence part of your routine tomorrow and notice how much better your body feels all day. Element 5. The mental clarity exercise. The final element of this life-extending morning routine takes just 60 seconds, but could protect your brain from age-related decline by activating neurological pathways that normally deteriorate with age. Are you doing this crucial brain-saving exercise? Neurologists at Stanford University's Brain Longevity Center have discovered that certain mental exercises performed immediately after waking can increase production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein essential for brain cell health. Dr. William Hayes, neuroscientist, explains, early morning is when the brain is most receptive to forming new neural connections. Our research shows that seniors who perform specific cognitive challenges within 30 minutes of waking maintain cognitive abilities similar to people 15 to 20 years younger. Consider Edward, a 79-year-old retired attorney from Chicago, who began experiencing concerning memory lapses. Simple tasks became increasingly difficult, and he worried about developing dementia like his father. Edward's neurologist recommended this specific morning mental clarity exercise. After just 2 months of consistent practice, not only did his memory issues stabilize, but testing showed significant improvement in several cognitive markers. I feel mentally sharper now than I did a decade ago, Edward reports. Here's the exact 60-second exercise to perform each morning. Close your eyes and recall in reverse order the main events from yesterday. What you had for dinner, then lunch, then breakfast. Who you spoke with last, then earlier. What you wore. Any places you visited. This backward recall forces your brain to form new neural pathways rather than relying on established memory patterns. If that becomes easy, increase the challenge by going back 2 days or adding more details. Don't wait until you notice memory problems to take action. Prevention is far more effective than treatment. The health of your brain determines your quality of life, perhaps more than any other factor. Will you dedicate just 60 seconds each morning to protect your most valuable asset? These 5 elements might seem simple, but together they create a powerful synergy that leading researchers believe could add up to 20 healthy, vibrant years to your life. Think about it. What would you do with an extra 2 decades of good health? See your grandchildren grow up, travel to places you've always dreamed of, pursue passions you never had time for? These 5 minutes each morning could make all of that possible. Remember Harold's transformation. He incorporated all 5 elements into his morning routine, and within months, his health markers had improved dramatically. His blood pressure normalized, his joint pain decreased by over 80%, and his cognitive testing showed the function of someone 15 years younger. His doctor was astonished by the turnaround, saying he rarely sees such comprehensive improvement in patients over 65. These 5 morning elements work together to address the most critical aspects of aging: circulation, hydration, muscle preservation, joint health, and cognitive function. By tackling all 5 areas in the first 30 minutes of your day, you're setting yourself up for not just a better morning, but potentially decades of better health. This isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. What would it mean to you to remain independent, active, and sharp-minded well into your 90s or beyond? This simple 5-minute routine could be the difference between struggling through your later years or thriving through them. You've worked hard your entire life. Don't you deserve to enjoy every possible year in the best health possible? If you found this information valuable, hit the like button right now and comment below which of these 5 elements you're committing to start tomorrow morning. Subscribe and turn on notifications to receive more life-changing health secrets that most doctors never share with their patients. Share this video with someone over 65 whom you care about. You might literally be giving them the gift of extra years of vibrant life.